If you had to think of your number one, no matter what, it's going to work for you, go to confidence lures, what would it be? Where I remember this kid once asked me when we were fishing a long time ago, what is your confidence bait? And I thought for about half a second and I just said, Buzzbait. His response was, that's pretty insane. And I was confused by it because for me, for the longest time, that was the lure that produced a fish. If I was fishing 6 hours, no bites whatsoever, tie on a buzzbait, and I was cranking them. Do not sleep on the buzzbait. Having talked with some other fishermen, the reasons why they don't like buzzbaits are all over the board. In this video, I am going to show you how to fix all of those problems and more. I'm going to take a $1 buzzbait and make it into a fish catching machine. This is one of the cheapest lures you can buy and one of the best lures you could use. So come with me and I will show you how to make this lure your confidence bait. Eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed that this is like the cheapest of the cheap. You can't get much cheaper than that. It's the Walmart special. It is the $1 buzzbait. You find it on the very bottom shelf in the fishing aisle, and you might think that this is junk. But you can doctor it. You can fix it up to make it better. Let's go through what to do to make this buzzbait and all other buzzbaits as well better. First thing I want to talk about is the skirt. This. If you notice, that's just one of those rubber band skirts. They are junk. And you might think that's just lure snobbery, but it is not. They fall apart. They break. It will dry out and it will crack and it will be destroyed. And then the skirt just falls off. So what can you do to fix the skirt issue? Before this breaks off, you can tie some braided line around this, and I'll demonstrate that here. Bite of line, okay? You're gonna fold that over on itself to make a clove hitch. So just take it, fold it over, and pinch. Now you have this loop that you can just cinch down. So that helps you get around all of the skirt. So basically all we're doing right now is literally hand tying. I don't cut the rubber off until this is tied, so that way it's easier to stay together. So now that's tied, and then I'm going to loop it around and tie it off. The more you loops, the stronger it's going to be. Around. Just like that. And your basic square knot is fine, just to tie it off. And just make sure that it's not on top of that elastic, otherwise it will not be tight enough and everything will fall off. And this is, like I said, it's got to be really tight. And one thing that really helps at the end is just perhaps like a little dab of super glue. Hold it in place. Just tight as possible. Just tight. Now that's tied on there. And if you're not like certain that that's really strong, do it again. Again, this is just some braid I had hanging around. next thing I'm gonna do, if you want it even stronger, is you can use some wire to tie that on. It's not necessary, but if you've got really loose, like bendy wire, pretty bendable wire, you can definitely use that around here, and I'll show you. I have a special tool that I use to do it, but you can use a drill to do this as well. It's kind of like the same as making line ties for when you're making fishing lures. All right, so this is the tool that I use. These are like made from like mending fences. They're about like 10 bucks. You can find them like on Amazon, and they're really easy to use. You just take your wire, you just kind of pinch it around what you're going to be doing, and then you close it, and then this clamps down so it locks, and then you just pull. You have to brace it just a little bit, and as you pull, it spins. Oops. Sometimes that happens. Just have this in the vise. Pull the other way so that way it doesn't pop out. And I just gotta brace it a little bit so it doesn't come undone. This is just cinching it down. That is that, and then you just come in. What the extra is, and snip it off. I'm just gonna take that little elastic, get rid of it. Now that skirt's going nowhere. I have a few little strands that kind of got stuck. You just pull those through. There you go. So that's how to retie your skirt. You can use that for jigs, you can use that for buzz baits, spinner baits, anything that's got a skirt that you want to retie. Okay, so the next one is this blade. The whole purpose of the buzz bait is to make a lot of noise, and so when it's going through the water, you want it to make that like splashing, whooping, and then also buzzing sound. And right now, it doesn't really make that sound. What you can do in order to make that sound a little bit more prevalent is to actually shorten up this shaft and crimp this top hat looking like thing. Now you do want to have some play so it doesn't get like just jammed down in here and doesn't spin any at all. So you want to just to back it off just a little bit, and then take a pair of pliers and squeeze that top hat so it I call it a top hat, so it doesn't move at all anymore. I'm just gonna take these because they're right here. I'm just gonna take it and squeeze, and that just crimps that down so it's no longer going to be moving about. So it has something to rub up against as it goes through the water. Otherwise, when it hits that, before it would come back and hit that, and they both would spin. So now when this is spinning, it's gonna have this metal piece of the blade rubbing up against the metal piece of that, which is now stationary, and it should cause a little bit of like a squeak. In order to increase that squeak, you can scuff up this, the like brim of this top hat looking like thing, and that will actually cause it to get a little bit more squeaky action going for you. You'll notice sometimes when you're driving around in some of these southern states, some of the guys will have these hanging from their antenna on their truck, just so that way while they drive around, the wind's blowing them, and then basically what they're trying to do is just wear that out. Like pretty much what I just did was scuffing them up. And the more you use them, the squeakier they'll get. But another thing you can do in order to increase or change up the action of your buzzbait is to put holes in the props. The Guggen Squad buzzbait has those holes in there too. And then this is a Z-Man. It's kind of like a new styled buzzbait. It's got holes in there. It's got a little clacker on the front end. Cause a lot of noise. But yeah, those holes create a bubble trail. So again, a really simple thing if you want it is to put some holes. You can either do it in the blade here like they have, or I've seen some people put them down in the crease there, make a bubble trail. One more really important thing is hookup ratio. So a lot of the times people don't like buzzbaits because when they're pulling them through, they're finding that the fish are blowing up on them, but they're missing this hook. Or they're doing what they have to do with like a frog, which is when the fish bites, you have to let them eat, take it down, and then set the hook. A thing that you can do to prevent that or make it a lot easier is to put a stinger hook on the end, which is just a treble hook that's tied off on the end here. So I'm going to show you how to put on a stinger hook for these. So just like when we were tying the skirt on, we're going to start with a bite. So just fold your piece of braid in half, and yes, I would use braid. Do not use mono or fluoro. It will not work. Use braid, fold it in half, so that way you have it even at the ends for the most part. That part doesn't really matter. You just want it to lay along the shaft of your treble hook. So I got a treble hook here. I've got the bite there, and you're just gonna feed that bite through the eyelet of your treble hook. So you're gonna run that up. You're gonna run that up and out. I'm gonna bring that up just a little bit. So it's hanging off about the length of my pinky. And then you're gonna wrap that around. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then back, this part's finicky, sorry if you can't see very well, but back through the eyelet, okay? Then you're gonna open that part up. So now you have this big loop, and if you pull on that, that's going nowhere. It's already tied on, it's solid. But this is how you attach it to your buzzbait. You're not just gonna loop it on and it's good. You're gonna make another clove hitch. And I hope if you know your knots, you know what I'm talking about. You're gonna take that open end, you're gonna fold it back on itself. So it makes two, hopefully you can see that, it makes two little loops. Hold it still. Two little loops like that. Then you are going to feed your hook through that loop and then weave it back through the other one. So in and out. Looks like that. Pull it tight. So now you have this stinger hook hanging off the back end of your buzzbait. Trim off the excess. So there we go. We went from having a $1 buzzbait to having a hand-tied skirt with a stinger hook at the end. And this thing will catch fish. It is for $1, you know, as long as you have the other supplies, the braid, obviously many of us have braid hanging around, extra treble hook. I still have to clean up those tag ends there. But you know, that right there is a fantastic lure. I have all the confidence in the world in catching a fish using this $1 lure from Walmart. This thing right here is going to catch big fish and lots of them. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching this one. If it helped you out, give me a thumbs up. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.